Question 1027. Lee pendens remains in effect, A. while the case is being decided, B. during court proceedings, C. until the court's judgment is final, D. any of the above. Correct answer is D. any of the above. Literally meaning, pending lawsuit, recording a lee pendens against a piece of property alerts a potential purchaser or lender that the property's title is in question. After such a notice has been filed, anyone who nevertheless purchases the property takes subject to the ultimate result of the lawsuit. Question 1028. A deed restriction would be enforced by A. Court injunction, B. zoning official, C. district attorney, D. the Bureau of Real Estate. Correct answer is a court injunction. Deed restrictions limit an aspect of a property's use. When a restriction on a deed is not followed, a court injunction blocking the violation from recurring would be the most appropriate legal action to pursue. Question 1029. The Internal Revenue Service will treat a real estate salesperson as an independent contractor if the A. salesperson's compensation is based wholly on sales, not hours worked, B. salesperson has a real estate license, C. salesperson has a written contract with his broker stating that the salesperson is to be considered as an independent contractor for tax purposes, D. all of the above requirements must be met. Correct answer is D. all of the above requirements must be met. If all three tests are met, then the broker is not obligated to withhold taxes from the salesperson's compensation or provide funds to the individual's Social Security account. Question 1030. The provision stating, "A realtor shall not publicly disparage the business practice of a competitor," appears in the A. Commissioner's Rules and Regulations, B. California Business and Professions Code, C. County Ordinances, D. NAR Code of Ethics. Correct answer is D. NAR Code of Ethics. This provision is included in the National Association of Realtors, NAR, Code of Ethics. Although it does not have the force of law, NAR, the Real Estate Industry Trade Group, can enforce its own sanctions on violators. Question 1031. Frank is a plumber who completes a copper repiping job on Noel's house. Noel refuses to pay for the work. Frank should A. file a mechanic's lien, B. seek a sheriff's sale, C. record a foreclosure action, D. report Noel to the police. Correct answer is a file a mechanic's lien. One who supplies labor, materials, or professional services for the improvement of real property may be entitled to claim a mechanic's lien, sometimes referred to as a construction lien. An unpaid contractor, subcontractor, laborer, or material supplier can file a mechanic's lien, also called a construction lien, which is recorded with the county recorder. If unpaid, it can lead to a foreclosure action, but filing the mechanic's lien would be the first step for Frank to take. Question 1032. Which of the following is not an example of the police power? A. zoning ordinances, B. building codes, C. condemnation, D. subdivision regulations. Correct answer is C. condemnation. To protect the public from problems caused by the unrestricted usage of private property, the government can impose regulatory controls without the need to compensate the private owners for their compliance. Condemnation, the taking of property for legitimate public use under the power of eminent domain, must include just compensation provided to the owner. Question 1033. If a trust deed is foreclosed upon through the process of judicial foreclosure, then A. there is a legally specified deadline imposed on the foreclosure sale to occur, B. the trustee must file a default notice to the borrower, C. it follows the same procedure as a trustee's sale, D. none of the above. Correct answer is D. none of the above. Answers A, B, and C all apply to the other kind of foreclosure action, the trustee's sale. In judicial foreclosure, the borrower has the protection of a one-year redemption period. Question 1034. Farmer Brown's orchard was taken away in order to build a freeway. This is done in accordance with A. eminent domain, B. police power, C. dedication, D. easements. Correct answer is a eminent domain. The government may take private property for public use, under eminent domain. Just compensation for the property is required under federal and state law. Question 1035. If a lender accepts a deed in lieu of foreclosure, the borrower is still liable for A. Junior liens, B. Mechanic's lien, C. Judgments, D. All of the above. Correct answer is D. All of the above. While a borrower would like to have the lenders taking the deed in lieu to assume all the borrower's obligations, most lenders will not agree to this. Question 1036. A real estate license applicant whose name is on the state's list for delinquent child support can A. Receive a temporary 150-day license, B. Receive a temporary 1-month license, C. Receive a license at the discretion of the real estate commissioner, D. Never receive a license, their non-payment disqualifies them in perpetuity. Correct answer is a receive a temporary 150-day license. The BRE will inform the applicant that the license applied for cannot be issued unless a release is furnished from the Department of Child Support Services during the 150 days. Question 1037. An escrow agent is empowered to A. Alter the escrow terms when asked to do so by one of the parties, B. Determine which financing offers the best terms to the buyer, C. Select which security system to be installed at the property, D. Call for the loan to be funded by the purchaser. Correct answer is D. Call for the loan to be funded by the purchaser. An escrow agent, or officer, is a neutral third party, whose role is to carry out the escrow instructions agreed to by the parties. Such instructions usually authorize the agent to call for the funding of the purchaser's loan. Escrow agents cannot make any changes to the escrow instructions or demonstrate any bias toward one party over the other. Question 1038. A joint tenant is legally able to A. Lease their interest, B. Sell their interest, C. Encumber their interest as security for a mortgage loan, D. All of the above. Correct answer is D. All of the above. One thing a joint tenant cannot do is bequeath their interest to anyone else in a will. And if a joint tenant should die intestate, without a will, their interest in the property cannot pass to their heirs.